As price action traders, we are relying on reading the chart as the candles are printing in front of us. And we have a set of rules that we follow that allow us to predict where the market is most likely heading short term. And these rules allow us to follow the footsteps of price action. Now, this is where the stock market US opened, but that means that I have to correctly analyze the pre-market structure because I want to determine what is going to be the proper bias in the market. I want to identify the direction of the market. And I can see that during pre-market, prices created bullish uptrend. There was close outside of this uptrend and prices created a new extreme, indicating to me that according to trendline rules that uptrend played out, because after there's a break, traders expect to create new extreme, and after new extreme is formed, we can go into correction or possibly straight up reverse. Also, we have a big leg up, correction, second leg up, larger two leg up pullback. Prices like to move in pairs of twos. So this is really telling me that right now I'm playing the correction, and the correction eventually resulted into reversal to the downside. So once I see bearish downtrend structure developing, that means I have to correctly identify the channel because I want to follow the trendline rule. Again, there are channels all over the place, and this is how price action moves. So we have a downtrend working lower, and right now we have a close outside of this downtrend. So my first instinct is to look for setup at the EMA, for high probability setup. And what's going to be the setup? Two-leg up pullback, second entry short at the key entry point. Also, after break of a downtrend, new low needs to be created. So that is my bias. The direction of the market I expect is to create new extreme. And notice what happened. This is the lowest low of this entire move down. This is where I start the count, and we have a first entry short. We trigger below this bar right here, indicating first entry. First entry failed, and we have a second entry short. Big bearish bar at the exponential moving average, which is a key entry point. Uptrend played out, and I need to get new extreme. So this is a high probability setup. This bar is a little bit too big. So the way you enter a big bar like that, you can either skip the entry entirely, or you can use the limit order, put it in the middle of the bar, and eventually lower your stop loss and increase the chance of getting the target profit quicker. Now you guys can see this was a quick, easy scalp. Had you enter at the very close of the bar, you would have had to ride this out, but you guys can see you would have still survived because you would have kept your stop loss one tick above the signal bar, and you would have survived just by one single tick. So you would have had to ride this out, but eventually price action worked, and notice market created new low, new extreme. So the trendline rule is fulfilled, and right now you guys can see that the structure is looking like a larger trading range. We have big move up and big move down. This is a trading range structure. We have a support at the bottom, resistance at the top. So after you have a break and new low, you guys can see how the support is reacting the low of the day, and you always want to mark the low of the days and highs of the days so you can get the idea where the key level is. And notice what you have. You have a new low, you have first entry short, and you have a strong push above EMA. In this instance, this is indicating to you that the market is strongly reversing because EMA is not rejecting price at all. Price is sliced through it like it's not even there. And right now, after breaking new low, you can get reversal pattern or correction. And since the prices are pushing so strong above EMA, this is looking like a reversal. And notice what you have. New low, first entry short, pullback, second entry short, failure, indicating by this bullish bar. This is a failed second entry short. Again, variation of a two-legged pullback. You're not interested in these first entries at the EMA. And right now it confirmed the trend line. This is the beginning of the trend line. It got confirmed right here. So we have two key entry points, big bullish bar, failed second entry short, reversal pattern, and the trend line kept working hard and being confirmed. So right now you're coming from the range lows. So your target is to reach the range highs according to rules. You respect the rules of this uptrend, because right now, this uptrend, just as this downtrend, needs to get new extreme if we get a break. Notice we have a new high, and we have a first entry long, pullback, second entry long right here. Is this a good entry? This is not a good entry. Why? Because we have a shortened downtrend in play. I'm drawing trends, the channels for the bigger trends, but I need to draw the channels even for the corrections because I want to stay on the right side of the market, and I don't want to get trapped into a trade because the correction didn't play out. Notice we have a second entry long, downtrend is in place, so for that reason I need to skip this entry even though it is at the EMA. There was a break of the downtrend, move to a new low, downtrend created new extreme, telling me that this downtrend played out. So correction played out, trendline rule played out, and still this uptrend needs to get new extreme if we still push above EMA. And you guys can see price form a double trap. What is a double trap? Everybody who went long too early on the second entry long got stopped. And everybody who went short too early on a failed second entry long, they got stopped as well because uptrend is new high, so you cannot go short just yet. Notice the strong bullish reversal bar is a little bit congestive, So it's a little bit aggressive, but the way it looked really bearish, and at the end of the bar, it's so strongly reversed up, indicated that everybody started buying at the very close of the bar, pushing the prices higher and higher, and bar close at the very high. So this is a nice close above exponential moving average, and prices created move to a new extreme. Now, there was a little congestion, which means that you're not taking entries in this congestion. You're not even touching the EMA. So you just watch prices go without you, and you cannot enter unless you pull back to key entry point or either EMA or trend line. There was a failed breakout, but this just set up the trend line and prices reverse higher. I don't see any good clean high probability setup, but this just confirmed this trend line. You guys can see how nicely the trend line is fitting. So you can extend the channel, because right now you have a break and new high for the bigger channel, bigger uptrend, but you can see that the prices are not reversing and they're not even correcting. Instead, uptrend is resuming and it's pushing higher. So there's a high likelihood that there's a wider pattern in play and prices are consistently pushing higher. At this point on, you would expect for price to fully reach the highs of this trading range. Notice what happened. Price strongly pushed below EMA and formed new high, first entry long, pullback, second entry long, failure. Now this would have been a great reversal pattern, because notice how it closed directly into near the exponential moving average. But this uptrend just had a first break and needs to get new high. In trading ranges, it is completely normal, especially for the slightly wider patterns, for bigger patterns, to not get retest of a new extreme, because the main key level is just going to hold prices and new extreme will not form. In trading ranges, it's typical that prices will reverse instantly and channels will reverse without new extreme. However, you really didn't touch the resistance here fully. So that made me a little bit worried that we may eventually reach new high. For that reason, I think this entry is a little bit premature and a little bit aggressive. Your idea to go short here is correct, but the fact that we didn't truly made it to the top of the trading range just makes me think that we may eventually reach a new high. But prices eventually turn down lower and the new trend has started. So that means that you have to locate a new trend line. And at this point on, I can use Fibonacci tool just to measure the distance, and I can see that we retraced over 50%. By the time you retraced 61-80%, you have to throw in the towel. You retraced too much of the previous uptrend, and it's clear you combine it with the trading range rule and you're reversing. You're not even thinking about getting a new high at this point on, because the retracement was just too deep. Prices created a break, new low, and notice what you have. New low, first entry short, second entry short. We have two-legged pullback, close enough to EMA, but notice the signal bar, horrible doji signal bar. I cannot enter two-legged pullback here. It was great entry, but the signal bar is horrible and prices created new extreme. So you guys can see the high probability setups are only two-legged pullbacks or failed two-legged pullbacks. So trend is down. So high probability setup is two-legged pullback at the key entry point or failed two-legged pullback to the upside. Price created a break new low, and we have a first entry short, pullback, second entry short at the exponential moving average. A little bit aggressive because short and uptrend is still in play, and you just had a break and a new low of this downtrend, and you don't have a wider pattern just yet. Now you have a triple top here, kind of like a triple test. So this always gives the setup a little bit more confidence. But I really prefer to be a little bit patient here, because you just had a break and a new low, to wait for confirmation setup. And lower high is confirmation setup of a second entry short. And notice you have a lower high, nice reversal bar. It has one tick bullish body, but that's okay. Look at the bearish stem indicating everybody started selling. And now lower high confirmed the second entry short. Great entry to the downside. At this point on, you can see that EMA keeps holding price and prices are pushing lower. So at this point on, I have to extend the channel just like I did to the upside. I'm just going to copy it, put it at the bottom like this. And the structure right now is fully bearish downtrend. Notice how little rejection the support is indicating. We're not even touching the support, we're just slicing through, and this is confirming the overall bearish bias and that the trend is down. So I'm still looking for two-legged pullbacks, new low formed, only a first entry. It looked close to being a first entry short here, but notice there is no trigger below this bearish bar. So the first entry hasn't triggered, first entry short triggered here. Price getting new high, and we have a first entry long, pullback, second entry long, failure. This is a failed second entry long at the exponential moving average, close enough at the trend line. When I was watching this live, I had my trend line slightly wider. I didn't have it quite at the trend line yet, but you can see if you tighten just a little bit, you can get two key entry points, failed second entry long. Any second entry long that goes against the overall trend, which is down, according to price action rules, is considered failure, and a great signal bar and the formation at the key entry point will confirm this is a high probability setup. And notice the market keeps pushing lower. So you're still thinking bearish, following the trend, break of the downtrend, second entry short. The second entry short cannot be entered because the uptrend is still in play. Price formed a lower high, but it moved too far to the side. Looking tempting. This is definitely not a bad entry by any means. You definitely need to know what you're doing because lower high generally needs to form closer to the EMA just like this and preferably closer to the second entry short. This one moved really far, but the strength to the downside is so strong, bias is so strong that you really think that you're going to push lower. This one is definitely a little bit more aggressive, but not a bad entry by any means. And prices created break and a new extreme. So you're expecting correction or possibly reversal. I was expecting second leg to a new low, but you guys can see price is congested, so there is no entry. I was even focusing on a trading range, but I want to sell when I get a confirmation of bearish resumption, and that would be a failed second entry long below EMA. It looked tempting, but there was no failed second entry long. There was only second entry long off the range lows that continue pushing higher. Now, and this is where the easy part for the day ended and the more complicated and choppy price action started, because you can see that right now we have a bullish uptrend working higher. We have a break, prices created new extreme. There was a second entry long, but it formed above two dojis, shortened downtrend in play. And by the time you get higher low, prices already created new high. At this point on, this high is higher than this. So you really need to be careful. You have a new high, but prices are not reversing. Instead, they are pushing above EMA. When I'm watching this is looking a little bit complicated. I'm looking for slightly wider pattern like this. This is what I was looking at the time, but never really got confirmed. Eventually, it probably makes sense. We had to break a new high, but this channel is really not fitting perfectly. This is just a major sideways trading range structure, which in trading ranges, you're following the short-term channels and you're buying low and selling high. But the problem here is that you don't really get static highs and lows. Notice each new high is still higher, then each new high is lower. Same thing to the lows. You keep pushing higher at first, lower later. So this is not a static trading range. So this was quite difficult. And this is where you have to realize that when you're not sure what the prices are doing, you cannot jump the gun, you cannot force entries, and you need to wait until you understand what is the bias of this market. Now prices created two swings confirmation of this downtrend. Third swing confirm it and price created new low. First entry short, pullback. Second entry short, great. Two-legged pullback. At two key entry points, trend line confirmed, EMA confirmed. Notice the short-term uptrend played out with the break and new high, indicating that you're safe to sell. The uptrend, the short-term correction played out, and this is the two-legged pullback to the key entry point. So great, high probability setup, quick, easy scalp, and then the trading range came into play and market strongly reversed. And notice what you have. You have a break of uptrend, new extreme, you have first leg, second leg, but instead of price reversing, the bullish bias is coming into play because you traded up into trading range. So you're most likely going to continue working higher. So after you have a break in your high, I'm sitting patiently. I don't think I can take second entry long just yet, but I can see the fact that exponential moving average keeps holding price here and here and here. So I can see that there is still bullish momentum in this market. There's a bullish bias. We're coming off the lows. So once you have a new high, first entry long, second entry long, and the downtrend played out with the break and new low, and we have two-legged pullback down, it closed barely above EMA, two-legged pullback, second entry long, high probability setup. You don't want to be looking for shorts off the range highs because you traded up into trading range, you traded from this failed breakout, so there's a bullish bias. If anything, you're only looking for longs, but I don't see any other good decent long. There was a nice high low, but the signal bar is not too great, and you're a little bit close to these highs. Once again, not a bad entry by any means, just not the best entry that I would want to see. It's possible that there's a little bit more room to the highs like this, so you have a little bit more room. This is not a bad entry. Now prices kept pushing higher. Notice the new uptrend developing, new high formed, first entry long, pullback, second entry long, where at the exponential moving average, big bullish bar. This was my first trade for the day that I took. Quick, easy scalp. It worked just enough for a tick target profit. It actually reached 9 ticks. I even had 2 tick back limit order, so I was safe. But I expected to get new extreme for this uptrend because it was a two-legged pullback at the EMA, and this uptrend needed to get a new extreme now. And this was my first trade for the day. And you may be wondering, why did I take just this one trade and I didn't take any other entries? Well, I tried to take a couple of these setups. I just didn't get filled. I didn't get filled on this one. And early, I hesitated a little bit on a few other ones. But When I'm trading, I consistently need to monitor my susceptibility to making mental errors. When I trade and I feel my mind is not in the right place and I'm not feeling I'm in the zone, I need to be fully objective and I need to make sure I don't break my rules and I don't make a mental error. Trading is exceptionally difficult mentally. It is very mentally taxing job. You're competing against traders who have experienced 10-20 years. You're competing for the most part against algorithms who have no emotions. They're able to execute without any error. So you're facing these odds and you need to make sure you're on top of your game, and trading drains your energy completely. And for that reason, you need to objectively, consistently assess your mental state and make sure you're on top of your game. Once you start to feel that you're breaking the rules, you're being angsty, you want to jump the gun, you want to take the trade, this is where you have to step away from the computer, take a walk around the block, take a little break, come back. When I do this and I watch the chart and I still feel I'm not in the right place, I just still wait and see if I can get back into my zone and I can read the market correctly, because this was really confusing area on the chart. If I don't know, I'm just going to be patient. I'm not going to force it, and I need to be completely objective. When I was younger, I used to disregard being objective because of course I thought I'm much better and smarter than everybody else, and I would end up with a bunch of losing trades, completely ignoring that I'm really not in the right headspace. But right now, when I know that I'm not fully in the zone and I'm being honest and objective, I just wait until that feeling subsides, and once I get back in the zone and I can jump back in the game, that's when I'm going to resume my trading. And this is a skill that you can learn. This is a methodology that you can make it active routine during your trading, constantly making sure and being fully objective that you're not really breaking the rules, you're not trying to rush trades or revenge trade, because a lot of times I can almost guarantee that you are fully aware of the fact that you are revenge trading. You take a losing trade and you know that you want to take it back quickly. You know that you're slightly breaking the rules. The setup is just not there fully. Let me just take a little bit quicker before anybody else, and you ended up with the losing trade. So a lot of times traders are aware that they're breaking the rules. They are aware that they are not really following the price action rules and they are taking aggressive entry. You can train your mind to recognize this state of mind. Your trading will improve, because at the end of the day, trust me, market is never going anyway. Market is still going to be there for many years come. And you need to make sure you can understand yourself as a trader. Learning price action and following the technicals is one thing, but learning about yourself, what mental errors are you most susceptible to, is important part of trading as well. So don't forget to keep consistently monitoring yourself and try figure out what are your weaknesses, what mental errors are you making the most, and what are your strengths, so you can in that way capitalize on good trades. Prices eventually turned down. There was a new downtrend starting. Price created a two-legged pullback visually, but no clear entry. New low was formed, and notice this resistance is coming now into play, and after breaking a new low and a strong push above EMA, the bullish bias is resuming, because you can see that the bullish trend started here. So there's still bullish bias in this market. There was a second entry short failure, but it is congested, so no entry, and there's a high low confirmation of the failed second entry short. EMA holding price, trendline is holding price. It is not congested. If anything, it is an even breakout pullback out of the congestion. Nice bullish bar, great entry. Break, new extreme. Instead of prices reversing, the support is holding again, and another new extreme was formed. And now you can see that we moved from this first trading range into upper trading range. Once you have double top here, you can identify the resistance. Triple top, failed breakout below EMA. Strong push below EMA confirming the bearish momentum. First entry long, pullback. Second entry long, failure. Reversal pattern right below EMA, close to EMA. This is great. Nice bearish signal bar, and market reversed and went into a close. Even though this is a trading range structure, make sure you don't just blindly buy using resting limit orders. Respect the downtrend structure. This is right now a strong bearish structure, and this downtrend is in play unless you get a break and a new extreme. Keep drawing the shortened channels in the trading range, and remember, in trading ranges, market can sometimes reverse without creating a new extreme. Enjoy the weekend and take care.